TGIF. Welcome to another fun Friday. I made this card last month with my stamp club and it was so fun. They wanted me to make a video for you just so that we can get all the points on this really cool technique. It's kind of an old technique that I brought, bringing back the old into the new. It's the polished stone technique, but we have a really unique spin on it that doesn't require heat setting. Let me explain. In this card, you can probably see the little bits of metallic ink that show up throughout. And in the past, we had to use a metallic re-inker to get that effect. Now, we don't. Now we can use Wink of Stella, and it doesn't require heat setting, and it's super simple and very fast to put together. Let me show you how it works. So in the stamping packet, they got a white paper for the inside of their card because our base is fresh fig. And they got a die cut piece that I already cut the leaf die out of. So we're taking the negative and making it a positive in this particular project. And the leaf dies can be found on page 213, and there's all kinds of shapes. I think it was overlooked this year. I didn't see many people using them, but they're still one of my favorite things in the book. And then the three awesome sentiments came from page 140 in the book. Let your hope be your lighthouse beckoning through the stormy seas. These are all really amazing sentiments, so I just used the sentiment for my class and let people choose what they wanted to stamp. So to get started, I'm going to change my setup so that it's just shiny paper. Okay, so we're all set up to have some fun. I've got the glossy sheets face up. This is a glossy paper technique. And I'm going to start with some triple-sized cotton balls. And for this technique, you need rubbing alcohol, and it comes in two strengths. I prefer the 91 because it dries faster. You may not find this at the first place you go to. I usually need to go to like a true drugstore to get it. Two re-inkers. This time I chose fresh fig and pumpkin pie, but you can do whatever colors you want. And then a Wink of Stella. So you start with your clean cotton balls and you soak them with the rubbing alcohol. And then you add a few drops of ink in both colors. So whatever color you like more, use more of that. There's no rules. Once you have the cotton balls saturated and the ink is on there, the final step is to add your Wink of Stella. Again, this is the magic because you can add metallic to your project without having to heat set it. This will just sit tidy, but the alcohol will move it as part of the ink. So here we go. We're going to go down the street, and you can really see the sparkle from the metallic already. Brings the project to life. I'm going to make sure that I focus on the outsides because that's in our project where you're going to see it. That you're going to see the hole that we cut out with the leaf die, but you're really going to see the metallic through. And I don't want like the edge to catch and have white edges after doing the technique. You can add more re-inker if it needs it, just to brighten it up a little. And the metallic is mixed in. I don't know if you can see it in the video, but it is so pretty. It's just enough, and that's the clear Wink of Stella brush that just adds the magic to this. Definitely not the way that the Wink of Stella is meant to be used, so the next time I go to pick up my brush, I'm going to have to be careful because it'll be extra oozy. But I always like a little extra glitter. So every time you do this, you'll get different results. Sometimes they'll be washed out, sometimes they'll have a lot of ink. This time there's a lot of ink. It's all good. You can take them however they come. I'm going to clean up the table and come right back with the rest on how to assemble this card. So now that it's been sitting for just a minute, I'm going to take my paper towel and kind of blot it down and pick up any excess ink, and then get rid of my table protector. One of the things I love about this technique is about all the variation in color. So you'll get a different effect probably every time you do it, in all different shapes and stuff for the card. This one's kind of poking out at me, so let's work with this one. I'm going to bring a Stampin' mat in and my piece that I'm going to stamp on. And I have 3 sentiments here for all these cards, so I'll probably mix it up and stamp them all differently. When you're stamping with photopolymer, I like to ink up, and then when I get to my paper, I press and hold for an extra couple seconds. This gives the photopolymer a chance to transfer the ink to the paper. It's not like the red rubber when we could go really fast. The photopolymer does need an extra minute. And then I am going to just tie on a piece of this awesome fresh fig ribbon. When you tie a knot on your cards, if you cut right off the roll like this, you'll have less waste. I still used more than I probably needed to. This is my waste right here. And then it's just as simple as layering our card together. I'm going to bring in a little bit of Fast Fuse adhesive. That's the inside, and I'm going to just put Fast Fuse on our glossy paper layer that we did the technique on. This is so dynamic once you get everything together. And then I'm going to put adhesive on the piece that we cut the negative image. And of course I saved all of those leaves, so I'll probably use them on something else. And then we'll just put that over, and that dynamic technique will shine right through the die cut piece. Isn't that beautiful? And I hope that you're getting the metallic, because it really does pop. Thanks so much for stopping by today with the Friday fun video. I'll be back next week and I'll have more stuff to share. Thanks so much.